My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to the High Ascension grind here in Slay the Spire with Defect. Last episode went pretty well. 7x HP for a random rare relic seems a fair trade. We get a motion chip. Whenever you lose HP, trigger the passive ability of all of your orbs at the start of the next turn. Well, that seems to enforce that we should go for a... Hang on. Just quickly checking the comments. There is exactly one elite free path. Alright, I'll start here regardless. Okay. It basically just means that a build that utilizes orbs is way more powerful for us than it otherwise might be. Cool. So frost orbs, yep, take a cold snap. Thank you. Frost orbs, lightning orbs, those kinds of things I'm gonna want to get. It's probably a frost lightning build with a bunch of powers like maybe not storm, but definitely defragment, those kinds of things. Okay. Take him out. Leap, it's just a nice defensive option. I'll dual cast, actually I'll strike here first before I dual cast, just so that only 8 damage can be wasted against that frontliner. Otherwise, the 8 could have hit it twice, and then I would have wasted 2 damage. Had to take some extra damage this time, but it's fine. Regen versus second leap sweeping beam overclock. The sweeping beam again is a value pick. Here, because it's so important that I get the orbs out as much as I possibly can from the emotion chip, let's upgrade the zap. Omamori, negate the next few curses you obtain. That... I'm not sure whether or not that was worth. Let's upgrade the sweeping beam for the 3 damage AoE. Specifically, that's going to be powerful against the sentries. Should we fight them? And we are... Now, because of the emotion chip in particular, I'm going to want to leave up my orbs. So, dual cast is, let's say, unlikely to be played. So I'm going to be taking 4 damage this turn, but I got a Frost Orb out, which is going to give me already 2 defense at the start of this turn. I'm trying to engineer it so that I take 1 damage every single turn. It's working pretty well occasionally here, and that's so that I can trigger the emotion chip every single turn, which I think ultimately is going to speed up my combat to a point that it saves me HP overall. Okay. Strike, cold snap, get him. Centennial Puzzle, damn, that's not that bad. Seek is never really a bad selection. Cold Snap and Leap could both each do an upgrade because they're upgrade? Upgrade because there's something that I play basically every single time. Pantograph at the start of boss combat, heal for 25 HP, not bad. Ooh. Prismatic Shard combat reward screens now contain colorless cards from other colors. I actually think it's not that. I think it's Defrag Glacier. Like, it definitely is Defrag Glacier. Defend. Can't... Oh, no. Ooh, that's 150. Yeah, easy. I'll take that. Thank you. Now it's just whether or not I can go for the elite in the next space over. We'll see. Dual cast before the zap there. Please. Alright, we've got this one. We'll be in particular looking for gold-plated... hang on, sorry, gotta constrain my mouse to this side of the screen. We'll be in particular looking for gold-plated cables and data disk from now on. It's probably too late to go for claw. My consideration here is whether I take self-repair. I think I do. And I'm also going to go for the elite. Cool. Don't blow up their block this turn, so... Yeah, next turn isn't aggressive, so we do need to actually start this turn, the attacking that is. Alright, Lugbull, cut that. Hold snap, self-repair, single defend. I do want to take damage each turn, but I don't want to take much. I actually think it's pretty possible here for me to, or rather was pretty possible here for me to have taken no damage. Yeah, I think I invited effectively damage that didn't need to be there. Damn. That's okay. We still got out of it and got the happy flower. Every 3 turns gain an energy, as well as bullseye versus charge battery versus ball lightning. The main consideration here is whether I take ball lightning or charge battery. I think because we have Glacier and we have the focus, we'll take ball lightning. We need offense a little bit more. We need to be able to kill the defrag Seek Glacier. We need to be able to kill the Hexaghost before the Hexaghost just trashes my entire deck and murders me. And for that kind of a purpose, ball lightning might be handy. Beam Cell Leap Stack. We're going to be building this deck thicker and thicker, so I think I actually take the stack. I don't want to rest before this fight because that will actually just buff the enemy. So I think getting the defragment upgraded in particular is going to be the most powerful thing that I'm capable of doing there. Alright, Hexaghost. How much do I want to get played in the first round? I think I just defrag and then I pull the Lasher and play it. $20 incoming damage this turn. Defended for 8 and defended for... Well, it's pretty good. I mean, all things considered, that could have been a lot worse. Ball lightning, strike, sweeping beam. Hopefully this gets zap. It did not. It's fine. Self-repair, unfortunately, does need to get in play just so that I don't have to draw it again. I've also engineered this so that I take 1 damage this turn, which means that we deal 10 at the very start of this round. Fortunately, can't do that here. Yay! We stack for nothing. Hell yeah. So I'll take 1 damage here, and then that's going to protect me for the next turn. So I can go all aggressive. 36 incoming. I love that we get stack in our first hand every single time. It's just so happy to see us that it literally needs to be exactly there in our first hand. Literally the worst position it could be, mind, but it always does it. I appreciate that. Ish. Well, double playing defrag's pretty good. A lot of people, like, have so much hatred for Amplify. I like it. Like, a lot. Especially with Seek, it's actually super useful. Gives you a lot of options in terms of what you actually want, right? Take the nuclear battery here with the charge 1 plasma at the start of each combat, so we get the extra energy when it's important, when I need to set up our powers. There's an elite free path here. Not that I actually want to take it, because I do want to get more powerful. But it's still there, and I'll notify that. Alright, so we take 1 damage this turn, defend ourselves for 4 and deal 5 at the very start of the next turn. You can see why I might like that. Unfortunately, we've already got both of our powers in place, so the amplifier is now useless. I know that's why people don't like Amplify. I don't think it's a reasonable reaction to it, though. Alright, I'll Seek the Ascender's Bane just to exhaust that this round, as well as Seek itself, so deck gets a little thinner. I'm happy to deal the extra damage, though. That'll get it. Whew. Alright, fine. Second Glacier, probably the final one I take. Lost that bet, but I took the highest chance to not lose. The reason for that is because the next position's a shop. Orange Pellets is actually kind of insane for this. In particular because it allows me to remove the negative of Bias Cognition. Like, it allows me to purge it afterwards as well. That said, right now it does nothing for my deck. So taking it for the possibility of getting something later, that's... If I didn't just get the second Glacier there, I probably would have taken Cool-Headed. But I didn't, so... Alright, I'm going to take Core Surge card removal. And Core Surge is just a nice thing to have. Occasionally prevents, you know, confusion, prevents a bunch of other status effects. I can't exactly remember the name of right now. Hex? Right when it prevents Hex. Unfortunately, I don't want to kill this turn because I want to get that self-repair in play. Fine. I get it. Skim pre-upgraded is really big, but so's Chill. Even if not pre-upgraded. I want that so badly. Apparition. I don't know if there's any debate about whether or not you take Apparition anymore. I think you just do. I think it might be ridiculously powerful. Might be broken powerful. Okay. Our boss at the end of the floor is Champ, so we are going to need to upgrade a couple of those apparitions so that we have the ability to hold on to them for the right timing. Okay, I'll Seek. I'm going to take Amplify and Defrag. Amplify the Defrag. Apparition, apparition, apparition. I also could have taken the Core Surge there, and that almost certainly would have been correct. Just in case you're wondering. Yeah, that was the correct thing to do, and I didn't do it. My bad. Right. Core Surge, strike. Cold Snap, strike, strike. As long as I play my apparitions, I have done so. We'll be pretty comfy just to leave the Chosen rather from now on. Stand 2 turns in a row and we're fine. So the apparitions give us the time to set up like a lot of powers. So we need like... Our build basically just needs to be a bunch of powers. Take the hologram there. Upgrade the hologram specifically for the ability to draw back either Amplify when I'm setting up or Apparitions when I'm, you know, about to take damage. All these smooth zone started combo with +1 dex, not bad. I take a little damage here, but I actually draw a bunch of cards, as well as get a bunch of energy. Let's seek, defrag, and no apparitions in hand, so an apparition. And then I'll double up on that defrag, use a single apparition. We'll hologram back a zap, play a zap, and then a single strike. With the apparitions, I don't need to play those glaciers yet. I can go more aggressive in this fight. Effectively, the long and short of it. All right. Does Storm go in this deck is the thing. I think it now does. Because it can be more aggressive now that we have the apparitions in the deck. So I think I take Storm. And Storm needs to be immediately upgraded. There's no two ways around that. Let's seek. Amplify needs to be upgraded again, by the way. We'll amplify Storm. Then we'll defrag. Hopefully, the self-repair comes in the same hand as hologram. Never mind, it didn't. That would have been nice, though. Pulling a Dazed out of my deck just to exhaust it there. Can't make me frail. Sorry about that. And we should pretty much just have damage until the end now. Oh no, my apparition's worn off. If only I had more. Or lethal. I'll settle for either. As much as I want to take that extra ball lightning, do I? Yes. I really want to use the skill potion on this turn, but I'll use the speed potion instead. Because the skill potion is going to be like a really, really, really high possibility of like in the clutch saving us in that champ fight. Ow. Well, apparitions are starting to show up. It's obviously amplified defrag here. We can apparition seek to take out the self-repair and core surge. Then we hologram back amplify. We amplify self-repair, and then we play the core surge. Right? No, core surge will prevent me from getting weakened, but it won't prevent me from getting frail from the slaver in the backline. So the actual thing is sweeping beam for the damage that it does, and then try and extend for lethal next turn. I mean, you could extend for lethal, or you could just draw the apparitions. And that gives you more time to extend for lethal later. Who needs all this lethal right now? Gold-plated, I've been waiting for this literally since the first thing showed up. Your rightmost orb triggers its passive in additional time. Barrage obviously is... it's fine single target damage, but at the same rate. It does fill up really quickly. So I want it. It's 18 damage, 1 energy is the thing, but Cold Snap? No, we take it. I don't want to get rid of the plasma orb yet. Yep. I'm also not playing the other orb there because I want the extra energy so that I have the ability to do some crazy turns. For example, this kind of thing. Yep, that'll do for a crazy turn. Yes. Alright, now Amplify plus... Ooh, I wanted Amplify plus Defrag in that hand, but I guess I can still get them. So that'll deal 1 damage. Never mind. Should have played the self-repair. I didn't think we had lethal already. I'll take the upgraded barrage, and that's the last one I take. And now one of these apparitions needs to be upgraded, so that I can protect myself against the execute turn. I've also got the skill potion secondarily for the possibility of performing the same action. Again, we get that plasma orb to the front of our party so that we have the ability to get all that extra energy. Do I want to play Glass Shell? Or Cold Snap here? I don't really. Alright, we'll hold. Gets the extra draw this turn. Sure. Defrag's still in the deck. Defrag Amplify is pretty important is the problem. Those would have existed if I didn't play them, so this just protects me against the attack this turn. I'm about to be debuffed again. Alright, Amplify went by, did it not? It did. Okay, so I can seek to take out Hologram and Defrag, and then I can Hologram to get back Amplify, and then I can Amplify Power. Alright. And now we can start going kind of all in. Unfortunately, our vulnerability's stacked there. It's probably time to play chill. Especially considering the champ is likely to attack next turn, so I'll start out with some extra block. Can't play the apparition yet. Okay. Managed to fully block there. More vulnerability on us. That's rough. $220 is when the enemy is going to change. They're about to debuff me again. Like, when is the turn that I actually want them to change on? Do I have a good one? I don't think I do. There's your debuff. So I am going to be vulnerable when the enemy does the impale. Impale, execute, sorry. Here comes execute. 66 damage that's trying to deal this turn. Unfortunately, we've got hologram, but we haven't got apparition. 1 in 16 to draw with the sweeping beam. I can hologram. I can sweeping beam, hologram, sweeping beam in order to draw 2. Let's skill potion first. This is 9 block plus 1 draw, or I could take 2 draw. Or I could just defend with the Glass Shell. You know what? Let's do that. Oh, pfft, it was the next card as well. I already defended. Great. I mean, literally great. That's a good thing. But still, leaves it in the deck for later. Please stop slapping my face. My face can't take that much slapping. Okay. There's the execute yet again. This time we might not have the ability to defend it. Our best we just have to do our best defense. With this hand in particular, there's nothing else I can do. So it's zap, dual cast, leap, defend, strike. It's the absolute level best. That's not enough. So I had Frost Orbs for 6. Evoking a Frost Orb with dual cast is... I played the Zap first to evoke a Frost Orb. Evoking that Frost Orb gave me... What? Like, could I have saved myself this turn? It's effectively my question. I evoked the Frost Orb at the very front of the party twice, or singularly, by playing the Lightning Orb. It was 6, which means that it evokes for 9. So I got 9 block from that. And then I got 9 twice. So I could have maximum gotten 3 more block if I played my Zap at the very end of the entire stack, because then I would have had a Frost Orb at the front of the party and it would have triggered its passive effect twice, which is 6 twice 12, rather than evoking for 9. But that wouldn't have been enough. 3 more was just not going to get us there. Yeah. If we took more early upgrades on the apparitions, maybe that could have gone a little better. Like, we used a lot of apparitions early in that fight that we didn't need to. But also, like, another storm, another defrag. Like, we were 1 power away, and it could have been basically any different power. It could have even been bias ignition. We were 1 power away in a bunch of different directions from being completely fine, which is unfortunate. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire, the High Ascension grind with the Defect. Hey, you can't win all of them the first time. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.